It's interesting when you look at the colleges, they're trying to maybe come out in front of this, and we're starting to see, including today, different colleges saying, hey, you're going to need a booster shot. We also, that coming in from NYU, last week Syracuse made that same announcement that in order for their students to attend classes in the spring, they would also need to get booster shots, Tom.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense. So the some of the lab studies, so what they can do is they can look at the effectiveness of some of the antibodies produced by people who are vaccinated. And it's very clear that on Omicron, which we're anticipating will slowly keep coming up, and New York is actually kind of on the forefront. We're kind of think above 10% right now. That when these kids want to go back to school, the one thing they're showing in the lab studies is that the booster is what works. So being vaccinated, this is mostly preventing hospitalizations. That we need to get people, number one, vaccinated, and number two, boosted. So because that's where it's going to be effective against Omicron. So that's makes perfect sense to me that the schools want that.
Yeah, and when you talk about the spread, I mean, a college campus, we're seeing today, Cornell University, they're calling it a red alert for students. All the finals are moved online. They canceled, that is, on-campus events. They closed their facilities, and they say their COVID infection rose more than 20 times in a week.
Yeah, remember this is probably still predominantly Delta, so it's just probably a little bit of Omicron mixed in there. But isn't Big Red? Isn't their school called Big Red? I think so. Yes, it's a red alert, and smart for them to shut down, go do this now, then recommend the booster, and then try to get the kids back on campus in the spring. Yeah, it is. This wave is coming forward, and we need to just be very smart. We need to be very careful. We need to get boosted. We need to do frequent testing.